I'm Davis.
And Vinny.
I'm Billy.
I'm Daryl.
Dylan.
I'm old dirty bastard straight out of the Brooklyn Zoo.
You are old and dirty.
I am the oldest one here.
He's definitely a bastard, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, everyone. We got a full house of door guys.
Yeah, we do.
Heyo.
Welcome, everyone.
Took us a while to get this shit set up and figured out. This is the most we've had.
Yeah, we're bad at this still.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Subscribe, make us get better.
Yeah, give us, sponsor us, and that way we can set this shit up quicker.
Yeah, we'll just hire someone to fucking.
Look at
set
you,
it
Murph
up
Dog.
Look at that is delicious water.
This is a great start.
Really murders my thirst.
Saw myself for a sip.
So what have you guys been up to lately? How's the Saturday shows been going?
Yeah, we're looking at the Saturday crew here, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
'Cause,
They've been pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tammy this last weekend was really good. Her feature, Ray, I started following him a couple of years ago, the first time Colin Chamberlain came with Tammy. No, this was last year when we reopened after COVID and everything. But Colin was super cool, befriended him, and then I started following Ray because they did a little skit thing, and they have a podcast together too, Hell Gigs.
They're roommates.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. You learn something new every day.
The more you know.
I just found that out when he was in town too. I
Oh,
didn't
right
know that
on.
before now. So
I didn't know they lived together. I just thought they were homies. But also,
Yes.
yeah, makes sense.
Now they share the same home.
Yeah, they're homies.
Dad jokes.
I couldn't let that one go. Come on.
Respect.
Vinny and myself and Andres just worked Ed Bassmaster.
Yeah.
Bass.
Bass. Go.
Bassmaster?
Bass
Yeah,
Master.
like the
Bass.
fish.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the fish.
His
I said
fans were
Bassmaster,
calling
too.
him Bassmaster
Yeah, that's not
more
right.
than one. And I thought it
Really?
was Bassmaster, but that's why I was kind of confused.
He said Bassmaster to me in the green
Did he?
room. Yeah, yeah.
Huh.
And for those of you
Well.
at home, that's the guy that's like, that's one of his characters.
you look at that?
Yeah. And that's.
Would you look at that?
I don't know who that is.
You might
Oh,
You're
at
not
all?
missing
Okay.
much.
You don't know who this guy is?
No, not at all. That's okay, though.
He's a YouTube sensation.
Okay.
His best skit is I'm a bush.
Oh, that one's hilarious.
He gets up in a ghillie suit and puts himself in a planter in a public park or something and jumps out at people.
And then he does fucking stage time because of this?
Yes.
Yeah,
All right.
He does
Anyway.
characters.
Yes.
Vinny will explain to you right now
Yes,
what goes
okay.
into his character.
Break this down for
and
me.
Yes.
what goes into sound.
Sorry, Mr. Bassmaster, but this sounds terrible.
So I had to. He had 5 characters that he came out
Okay.
as, and we started the show. And I ran. So before every character, I would run a little video clip.
Wait, so it was a 5-man Bassmaster show?
Yes.
Okay.
5-man Bassmaster show.
It was.
Yeah.
All right.
And so so I'd play the little video clip, and then at some point he had the wireless mic, and at some point he would interrupt it, and then introduce himself. So then I had to kill the video, and then
Hype,
play his intro song for
Okay.
that character, and then he'd go out on stage, do some stuff as that character, and it was variable. If the crowd was into it, he'd go longer. If they weren't, then he'd cut it short. And there was like the 4th one, like he was only up there for like maybe 2
Also,
minutes.
at the beginning of the show, why that one table's turned to a 2-top, and there's another one I had to make more space
yeah,
there
yeah,
because
yeah.
most of his characters, he told me he wears glasses that he cannot see out of. And he has to walk in the dark from the corner where he's
Right,
announcing
right.
himself to the stage, and he didn't want to fall and crack his head open.
That sort of has hints of Darren Carter.
Kind of, but this includes video.
Oh.
Did this guy like monetize his multiple personality disorder?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, and he's got like billions of YouTube views. So
All right.
yeah,
I mean, good for him.
That is a
Amazing
good
that
point.
Good
all
for him.
5 personalities want to be a stand-up comic.
Well, at the end of the show, he went out and did I guess kind of a meet and greet, but he was behind tables.
just for the VIP people that pay.
He was the character.
Okay,
I don't know the
okay.
name that does the poof thing.
Chip Diamond.
Chip Diamond.
I'm not
All
gonna
right.
forget.
He was that guy, and when he came out there, he like stayed in character. Like, so when he came around, we just had like the banquet table and a high top because he
Yeah,
wanted like a
yeah.
barrier, and that was his barrier.
All right.
And he's like, he looked at me because I was standing over kind of by the elevator, and he's like, "Oh, you guys pulled out the best for me or whatever," and like being a dick to me about it. I just like started laughing at him because he's in the character, right?
Right.
And then like people are coming through, like taking pictures, and he's being an asshole to them, and they love it because that's the character, right? And then immediately when the last person's gone, he comes over to me. He's like, "Thanks a lot, man." He's like super nice, and I was like, "Yeah, cool, man."
He's a nice dude.
Yeah, he's super nice guy.
Say,
That's
overall, how was he? That's good.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. I mean, and you could tell he was still figuring shit out.
Yes.
Like he didn't really know, and he kind of had some ideas, and like, this was new to him being out on the road.
I respect the trying to figure out how to extend your. I mean, how long can he make fucking YouTube videos where he hides as a bush and scares people?
Right.
And
Yeah,
like
exactly.
make money off of that. So I'll give him some respect, but I'm glad I wasn't here for it.
Well, and then there was a big time creeper that was a dude, and
They always are, yeah.
Yeah.
and he. So I went out there. It was in between, like maybe it was right before his last character or second to last character.
So it's the last one. It's the Chip
was it?
Diamond character.
And so he's in there changing, and he had a guy with him named Ruben who was kind of like a bodyguard, like helping him out or whatever, manager,
buddy.
And so he was like getting this guy. This guy was standing because he knew he was in there, and he wanted to give him a fist bump and get a picture, and he like wouldn't go away. And the Ruben guy's like, "All right, he's getting ready. I need you to go out on the patio or go back in there." And I was standing there too, and the guy's like, "Come on." And I was like, "No, let's go to the patio." Because that's what he was closest to, and he's like, "Come on!" And then as I opened the door and like get him out, then fucking Chip Diamond came out and was like, "Hey, I'm fucking getting ready. I'm trying to do a fucking show here, man. You'll get your fucking picture." Like freaked out on him, yelled at him, then slammed the door and went back in there. And then that guy went back out, and that didn't deter him because this is a thing, and I guess. Like you said, maybe he's just new, but I've seen other comics do it. We were just talking about the lady that had a problem with, and then she got called on stage. He must have felt bad. He yelled at him because when he came out as Chip Diamond, he called the guy up, didn't he?
Yes, but before that though, and I'm guessing before you got on there, so I'm running his intro video, and it's going, and then it's like a 6-minute clip, and it's almost done, and then all of a sudden he gets on the mic and he says, "Pause the show, pause the show." I'm like. And then I was like, what? Maybe this is the character. So I let it keep going. And he's like, "No, pause the show. I'm serious." So I paused the video, and he said, "I need security over by this door now. I need security over to help us right now." And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah,
No,
on
for
the
real?
on the wireless mic.
Where was that?
I don't know. I was in the sound booth. I was in the sound booth the whole fucking time. I don't know.
Andres.
Did Andres come and find you? Was he over there?
No, I don't know. He came on the wireless mic and said this shit, and I'm like, where the fuck are the other two fuckheads at?
All right, continue.
So the video ends, and then it's on our VLC player, so it looped again. And so these people are just sitting in here watching this video that they just fucking watched, and we're sitting here. And then I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then I'm waiting for him to do his intro for that character, and all of a sudden, I'm just looking down at the video, and then I look back up on the stage, and there he is. I'm like, oh, fuck. So I killed the video, played his intro song, put the flashy lights on, and then he went into character.
So he was standing up there. He didn't even do like an intro. That was just
no.
like
He just showed up on the stage.
So what happened?
So what happened with security? What did he need security for?
I'm thinking that's when Davis showed up.
Because I was out there, and then that's when
were you out there the whole time?
The Ruben guy called me over, so that must have been the same time because I didn't hear this going on inside. And,
well, no, because you were out there.
Yeah, and then then after the show was over, Andres was watching alcohol, and then I stood in front of the green room.
Yeah.
Because sure enough, this fucking guy
You skipped the
So he got called on stage to get a picture. So he got his picture with him on stage, like a selfie and shit.
And it did a selfie video.
Yes, and the dude was being nice to him on stage.
So then after the show, he's like, "I'm a part of the show. I'm going back in here."
Yeah. Well,
no, he wanted more. He wanted
more.
He wanted more pictures and stuff.
Crazy.
And then when I'm standing there, he's
and
like,
only the
I've
VIPs
said
are supposed to
this
stick
shit before,
around.
but don't be that person.
Yeah.
Like, don't be that
dude.
guy. That's weird. It's weird. Don't be that
well,
guy.
and this is what he said when we're standing over there. I'm standing from the door, and he's like looking at me, and he knows like I'm fucking it, and he's like, I'm not being weird or nothing. I'm like, now you're being weird. That's what I said.
I'm not trying to be weird.
And then he walked out like he was leaving. After I said that, I thought that like fuck, because I was like, before that I was nice to him, and the Ruben guy was nice to him. We were just like, hey man, like he's trying to do a show. You got to fucking chill the fuck out. Like he'll take a picture with you, like everything like that. And this guy just wouldn't let it go. So then you got a red ticket instead of a wristband for VIP.
Okay.
He had
Yeah, yeah.
VIPs. That's what walked past the table or whatever.
Yeah.
And so fucking,
The show ends.
and then this guy leaves after that, and then I see him walk back this way, and then I kind of hear him talking out of my ear, my left ear when I'm standing there, and some other guy that had VIP didn't want him because the show wasn't the best, I guess.
You didn't really want to meet him there.
Gave this fucking guy the VIP tickets. And so I was like, oh,
so then-
No.
And he came back in and sat back down like
Yeah.
right over there at
he's
122.
VIP now.
Yeah.
Well, they were in the green room. They must have heard me telling him and Colleen about it, because then they came right out, and the
we
Ruben
tell
dude
him
was
the
like,
signal?
yeah, the Ruben dude was like, no, get him out of here. He's like, he already got his picture. Get him the fuck out of here.
Fair enough.
And so then I was to Vinny. I was like, I don't even know what to fucking say, man.
Yeah.
And he was like, what do I say to him? I've
And
already
Vinny's
talked to him a
like,
couple
You gotta
times.
go.
And so
Like,
Vinny goes up and is like, you, talk to me out here now. I was like, oh, shit.
And he's like, what? I'm like,
yeah, you gotta
let's go out here. He's like, all right. And so then him and his girl fucking follow us out there. He's like, what's going on? I was like, you got to go, man. He's
Damn.
like, what? He's like, I got the ticket. I was like, yeah, but you didn't pay for that VIP ticket. And he goes, well, I'm not arguing that, but I thought I could, I just wanted to meet him. I was like, I said, no, you can't. I was like, you got more than anybody else did. You got a video, you got personalized, you were up on stage. I was like, you got more than anybody else on there. So you need to go. It's time for you to go. Well, I don't understand why. I was like, because you've already gotten your experience that you didn't even pay for. Well,
Yeah.
I'm not saying I didn't pay. And then it turned into that repeat thing.
Yeah,
and he
yeah,
wasn't
now
even
we're just
drunk.
talking in circles.
Yes. And so then I
And
get
then what
Yeah.
happens every time, for some
motherfucker.
reason, I think people can just tell, dude, I'm a cool dude. He was like, I hope you don't have a good day, to him. And then to me, he's like, that guy's pretty cool right there. Every time, dude. I was like, okay. I was like,
All right,
goodbye.
thanks. Bye.
Yeah, they were out in the fucking lobby, and I was like,
Ridiculous.
"Have a nice night, have a nice day at night." And he's like, "I hope you don't." But
He's like,
hope
you
do.
You do. That guy's pretty cool. And I was like, what the fuck?
And then
Like, yeah, I am.
yeah, after he was a dick to him 3 times prior.
Right.
So dude forgot that he was an asshole to him out in front of the green room and all
didn't
these other
matter.
places. No,
Clearly
like
a
right
character.
now. Yeah. And so then as I start walking
Crazy.
back in the show, back in, because the show's been done, and they wanted their VIP meet and greet to be only the meet and greet, and they didn't want anybody else in the fucking club.
Yeah.
So we had to wait for everybody to go. So we're like 30 minutes past show end.
Right.
And so then those dudes, so I start walking in, and then I hear him still talking out there. I'm like, fuck, he's not going to leave. So then I go out there, and I was like, hey, man, you guys need to go. And he's like, well, why? And I said, I already told you why. It's time for you to go. And then he kind of stepped up and paused like he was deciding what he was going to do. And then he just dropped his head and turned and walked away.
That's a smart decision.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Then
I mean,
we took the trash out. And he
Then
was
we took the
back by the
trash
trash out. Then he
Of
was by the
course.
trash cans, and then,
back by the mailbox.
yep.
Yeah.
And then
Looking
there was
for a wallet?
I heard it's in the trash cans. You got to look for it. Dylan,
You going to go do that for us?
me?
Only if you bring Scott. Like, that's a lot of shit to go through.
Then the weird thing is there was another guy down there that I didn't see at the show. He was dressed like he just came from a business meeting without like a suit coat. He had a tie and a nice shirt and slacks, and he's on his phone. And apparently he rushed their car or whatever and wanted to, he saw him.
He was out there, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck he's doing. So I come up and tell Colleen and tell.
I was like, he's in the fucking FBI. What do you mean? It's fucking midnight.
Yeah, because he's just standing back there. And so Colleen had
That's the
me.
man in black.
Yeah. So Colleen had me do the thing where I brought their car out front, and they were supposed to be down there. Well, I get up there, I pull up, I'm waiting, and they're not there. And I'm like, okay, they understood the plan, right?
He was doing this shit.
That's what took him so fucking long.
Yeah,
He was
fuck
doing
yeah.
that to Colleen. Dumbass.
She paid him, and he was like,
Oh my god.
So I walked them down, and I didn't want to get locked out, so I turned around and I opened up the one door, and as I turned back around, I look up, and that dude was now on him on their car. And
The tie dude?
Yeah, the dude in the tie was now up there. So he must have come around the front and saw that same car was parked there. And as we came out, it was after that dude was already there. Like I turned around and saw him there. Yeah. There was a Camaro sitting in front of the movie theater that beeped their horn. So like they were signaling to somebody else.
So you did say that.
So when you say on their car, like on the hood?
No. So Ed got in the driver's seat and Ruben was going around the passenger seat, and he like bum rushed the door and had stuck stuff in his face and was like, "Hey, can you sign this?" And so I come up on him after he's already there, and I'm like, "Hey man, you gotta go." And then Ed's like, "No, it's all right, I got it." And I'm like, "All right." And so then I said, so we're standing there and he's signing stuff, and I go, "So did you go to the show?" He's like, "Oh yeah, me and my buddy, we were there, and we're gonna go see him in Kansas City tomorrow. We already got tickets for that." So I'm like, all right.
Fucking weird.
Yeah.
FBI, dude.
Weird.
And after the Bassmaster.
So he signed like 2 or 3 things, and then they split. And then I told, as we were standing there, I said, "Hey, there was that car that honked and drove by. You might want to drive around a bit before you go straight back to the hotel, because they will fucking follow you." Yeah. And
yeah,
so
for sure.
I don't know if they did.
Well, and they had said that in their writer, they wanted more security that night, and we were kind of like,
why?
And not.
Yeah.
But
this is the reason, apparently, because
right.
the Ruben guy was like, and that's how we were. Billy is even with Colleen, I was like, why? And she's like, I don't know. And then at the end of the night, I think you were there. That Ruben guy was like, this shit's crazy.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, dude.
Yeah. That is crazy, dude.
Seriously.
Saturday nights have been super chill.
Yeah, this was a fucking Tuesday.
Last week, I
Tuesday.
caught a guy that didn't buy a ticket. He just came in. He was like, "I'm joining this table," and I was like, "That seems weird." I'm pretty sure 2 went in for that, and then they were right behind the sound booth. So when I came in to do sound, there was 3 of them. I was like, "Hey man, did you buy a ticket?" And like, here's the thing. If he would have been cool with me and would have been like, "Nah," I'd have been like, "All right, yeah, you're fine."
Yeah,
right.
Just chill. Like, we weren't super busy.
Yeah.
But he lied to me, and so I called him out on it, and then he just ended up leaving. It kind of felt like he was just selling drugs to the 2 people. I don't know, I can't say for sure. And what, like the week before, we had to kick somebody out because they called the feature's wife a bitch?
Wait, what?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Wait, what?
Was it
Yeah.
Marcus D. something. Wiley? Was that the feature?
Oh, I don't think I was
for
here. I think I was at a
Ollie's-
wedding that
was it
weekend.
Ollie's
Oh, I
Sadiq?
wasn't here for that week
Something
either.
like that.
I don't
think
remember.
Oh
that's
yeah,
what- I think that's
my buddy's wedding.
yeah. Daryl was definitely gone. It was just me and
Oh, yeah,
Dylan.
no,
but
I
I
was
think
here
it was
that
Ollie
weekend.
Sadiq, and then it was like Marcus D. Riley. Is how you
Yeah,
had to
I
bring him up.
think that is his
He
name.
was
yes.
super funny. He was really
Yeah.
great. But like he just started going into this bit talking about his wife. Someone sitting over here was just like, "Wow, she sounds like a real bitch." And like they came in drunk, and we
Oh.
were like keeping an eye on him already.
Yeah.
When he said that, we were just like, "Dude, you got to get the fuck out of here." And they were in a 4-top. I put them at 2 booths because we weren't that busy.
Yeah.
And his other 2 friends were just like, "Yeah, fucking bye." See you, stupid. And yeah, they left. But that's the most.
You guys had
exciting
a
shit that's
crazy
happened here.
Saturday not that long ago
Oh,
that you haven't
Dave-
even got to talk about.
Dave
on
and
it.
Tell weekend.
Before you do that, though, because we forgot to tell him something crazy about the Chip Diamond dude.
What
Remember
about?
at the meet and greet?
I don't
Chip
remember.
Diamond. Who the fuck is
Oh,
Chip
That was
Diamond?
the fucking Ed
That's a-
Bassmaster guy.
That's the best.
So,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. We're going.
so yes, no, because he's out
Oh yeah,
there.
this is crazy.
And
this is
you have to tell the
Fucking
crazy
weirdo.
one.
He's got a
But
creepy
so
fan.
there's
This is
a
super
couple that
crazy.
goes up there, and they have him sign at the
Was
bottom.
it that couple, the one who always wants to.
No,
If
different.
you listen
couple.
to this podcast, people, you know
Oh,
who you
for
are.
sure,
for sure.
they listen
They
to
know.
that.
They haven't been back since the
Yeah,
pandemic.
what's up,
but
y'all?
We know
Come
who
on
you
up.
are.
Come on up. We got your seat saved.
Are you talking about Bob and
Stop right there. Yes.
Don't use last names, dude.
But they do that. Guy's a cuck. He likes to watch comedians fuck his wife.
dude? I have a story about that. So, do you? So one time,
I just want to say, this is very real. This is not a joke.
one time, you know how Daisy does her benefit every year, and there's a silent auction. And I won some tickets to a hockey game. Well, sure as shit, when I get there, Guess who's sitting right next to us?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Wait.
Do you think they bought the tickets before or after you got yours?
I don't know, but they were pretty friendly.
So
Hey, if you guys listen, send us an email at doorguyspod. What is that, at Yahoo?
Yeah, we're old school.
If you have any questions, let us know.
Oh, yeah, and our new sponsor, Trojan Condoms.
So this fucking couple comes up and they have him sign the bottom of their fucking marriage license.
Oh.
And the dude was super stoked about it. The girl was just kind of like, yeah, okay. But the dude was
Like as a
super
witness?
stoked.
I
No.
feel like that's what
Just
they
like,
signed. I
Just
feel like
just
Vinny,
sign
he
it?
dated it. I feel like he signed it as
Did
a
he?
witness. Yeah, I feel like.
What?
I don't know, but I'm just
And-
saying. I feel like he signed more than his name, like he was dating it and shit. Like
Could
he
be.
signed the witness fucking part.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And then somebody brought out $100 bill for him to sign.
And then he
Yeah.
took it.
I don't even know who this guy is.
No. And then I missed this.
He's got
You
some
fucking-
diehard.
Then the last guy that came up, and I've seen some.
You mean the same guy, but the last guy?
No, the last guy.
Meet and greet, or
Yeah.
number
Last guy
5
for-
of Mr.
No.
Bassmaster?
No, the meet and greet.
okay,
Last
okay.
meet and
Meet
greet.
and greet,
dude.
last guy comes up, and I've seen people get body parts signed here. This guy put
Yeah.
his fucking hammer toe. It was like black and blue, it had half a nail, and had him sign his toe, dude.
I would not.
It was disgusting, but I was dying. I was like, what the fuck, dude? And he was laughing too. He was trying not to break character. He's fucking signed this guy's fucking toe. It's so gross, dude. Oh.
Ruben was telling us that he signed like prosthetic legs. He
Yeah.
signed titties, of course, and he said that there's been at least 3 people where he's had them sign like their arm or a body part, and then they went and got that fucking tattooed on them.
Terrible.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
So I was just
Aaron.
looking at the schedule for this weekend. Is there an all ages show for Josh Wolf?
I don't think
What?
so.
Why?
Never mind. There was a Me Too moment with him. You guys don't get it. Never
There
mind.
was?
There was?
Really?
I could have
Really?
swore there was. Yes.
I didn't think so.
This guy's
I don't know.
I
out
don't
here
know. Josh
putting
is a
comics
super
on
nice
fucking-
guy.
I know, right?
You're just trying to
Sean don't
light
give a
people
fuck
up.
tonight.
I don't.
I'm here for it. I like it, dude. Who else are we gonna throw under the bus? Let's do it.
Let me look at the schedule.
Yeah, let's see.
Let's see who else we can shit on that's coming up. We can make sure they don't get on our, make sure they won't join us on the podcast.
We should have called Don Seeger up for this one.
Yeah, right? He likes to talk shit.
What up, Don? Send us an email. doorguyspod@yahoo.com.
You already know it.
We did an episode with him and Ty Ingram, and the sound didn't come out, and it was a good one. We're gonna have them on again.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, that fucking guy signed a toe. That was crazy, and it was just like you said. The YouTube guys are always confusing to me.
You never know.
Right.
I'm always curious as to what it's going to be because some of them do well.
Like that
Like,
young
you
dude,
gotta-
that Trevor
Wallace.
Trevor Wallace,
Trevor
yeah.
Wallace.
But
Dude.
he started with stand up
I was
like
gonna-
for a little bit before he got big on his viral videos.
I didn't like that guy until he came here, and I was like, dude, he's a super
Really?
nice guy. He
Yeah.
was pretty, he
Super
was
nice.
funny. He was good with the crowd. Like, I have respect for that.
Yeah.
Well, and he could
most
hold his own
definitely.
against a crowd that wasn't his. I could feel
That's
that.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas Ed barely kept the fucking crowd
I
that
wanna
was
know-
his going.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
there was yeah.
What is this crazy night that we had on a Saturday? I don't.
David-
I don't
David
remember.
Tell.
David
When
Tell.
somebody got slapped
Someone
in the
got
show.
slapped.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
The girl was
What
like
the fuck
outside.
happened?
Yeah.
I didn't see that happen. I was in the sound booth,
alright.
so I can't tell the story whatsoever.
Daryl
fuck
saw it.
happened?
I haven't
know
heard
all
this.
about it.
I got it
Yeah.
all. So, come in from having a cigarette, and as I'm going to stand in front of the sound booth, I see a guy at like 2:28 putting his phone away. I'm like, all right, he's putting his phone
people
away.
at home, that's the
Obviously, I missed
second
whatever
tier.
it was. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Stage right.
And,
Sorry.
Oh
Daryl.
yes, I do know this story, but I want to hear it from
Yeah,
'cause
so-
we
Yeah,
heard,
yeah, yeah.
we
puts
heard
his
Billy's
phone away,
version.
Puts his phone away, and I'm like, all right, whatever. If he pulls out again, then I'll go talk to him. But I see the guy at 2:29 look over and just like, like a what the fuck sort of thing.
Yeah.
Turns out that guy said, come on, man, why? And I guess that guy was he'd taken a whole ass phone call in the middle of the show. That's what I missed him putting his phone away from.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, he was just talking like he was
Yeah.
like at his house or whatever.
on his phone.
Oh,
Ah.
That's a nice guy.
Okay.
Right. Super cool move.
Yeah. We
anyways,
love that.
He stands up to go get out, and he's walking past the table where the dude leaned over, and he just stops, and like full 180-degree, what I thought was a slap turned out to be a punch because it sounded like a slap.
Because he punches like a bitch.
And the dude that got smacked was
Yeah, you
just
hear
like,
that,
what
bud?
the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, seriously?
He was super cool about it.
Yeah.
I can say that for sure.
The guy who got hit.
Yeah.
And then I had to go, like, obviously tell that guy, you have to get the fuck out of here because you can't just be hitting people in public.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
There was a very drunk guy when we were taking out trash that said, if I would have got hit by that, I would have been asleep on the floor.
I like that guy.
Appreciate your
I
honesty,
like
man.
that guy.
But leave me alone now.
That guy can come back.
Yeah, for sure. We want you back.
Yeah, and I guess the guy was saying that he's a teacher, so he can't react, because otherwise his teaching license could be revoked.
Oh,
'cause,
sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Violent people probably
Because
aren't good for
adults
teaching.
don't fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, you're not supposed to
Shouldn't.
fight. Yeah, good call. You shouldn't.
Unless it's sanctioned and you
Yeah,
know you
unless
sign
you're trained.
a contract. Like
Make
I'm
money.
willing to die for this.
Get in the ring. He's just going to fight in the ring.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I didn't put this together till after I got home that night. But when I was out there smoking on the patio, there was a super drunk woman that was walking out from the club to her car, and she just kept hitting the button for her Jeep or whatever vehicle she had. I think it was a Jeep.
Oh, I forgot about that.
But she
too.
just kept hitting it and walking towards it and then like slowing down and stopping, like just wasted, not aware of what she's doing. I was like, oh, that lady's about to drive and get in a wreck. So then I come in. I think they were together. I remembered seeing her sitting at that dude's table. He was probably answering her call because she couldn't figure out how to start the car. And yeah, I don't know. I'm 99% sure they were together.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Jesus. Yeah, I
that did
think
happen.
the cops got involved in that, if I'm not
Yeah.
Yes.
mistaken, between
Well,
those two
yeah,
dudes.
like we were able to pull the ticket because, okay, so for people who don't know, we keep track of what table you're sitting at. So if
We
shit
see
goes
everything
down,
you do.
we know who the fuck you are, stupid.
There's also
So,
cameras in here,
There's
so
Yes.
many
you
of
didn't know
those.
that.
So Colleen called that guy who hit the fucking teacher
Uh-huh.
that night, and he answered the phone.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I was like, all right, cool. Like, I know I have your phone number now.
Yeah.
Like,
Now we know we got the right person.
yeah, that's you. All right, I'm gonna give this to the cops. So I forgot that shit happened.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
go in public. And
But-
then I feel like you were telling me some crazy shit happened later when you were leaving. Like some lady just got dumped off in the parking lot.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
fuck.
dude.
You want to take it over from here?
Was this a Friday the
did I-
13th? Oh,
yeah,
no,
did
you
I
work
fully
Saturdays.
explain that?
Was it a full
That-
moon?
I don't know what the fuck happened. So we were all just hanging
There
out.
was mercury in the Gatorade. I stole that from a meme. I can't
this
take
shit
credit for
was
that.
That was
I
good.
didn't
Shut
know
up, you
what
can.
the
I like
fuck
it.
to do.
Yeah.
So like me and Daryl were just sitting in my truck outside in the parking lot afterwards,
Doing
Doing
what?
nothing illegal.
Of course.
waiting to do light drugs. So, this car pulls up to my right, and like they sit there for a while, and like me and Daryl just keep talking, not thinking much about it, but obviously noticed it. And then this chick gets thrown out of the car, and the
What-
car drives
Like
off.
it's driving or
No,
No,
it's
they
parked.
stopped,
It's
and they were
parked.
just next to
It's
us.
like
We just
fucking-
kept talking, and the car just sat there. It was like in a weird spot. You
Right.
know, you wouldn't be stopped there for any other reason other than you arguing
Sure.
something.
Sure.
They were arguing. She gets thrown out of the car, and then she's just like sitting in the middle of the parking lot, like crying.
Like
Oh,
collapses
fuck.
Like,
after she
collapses
gets out.
on the ground. She's crying. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there. I was like, "Okay, I have to do something. Like,
Yeah.
I can't just not do anything."
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So I go
For
over,
sure.
and she's hysterical. I'm like, hey, like, probably like 5 feet away from her. Probably.
Yeah,
more
I was
than
gonna
6.
say, like, you
I
also
kept
gotta
my
be
distance.
careful because you don't know,
I kept
like,
my
she could-
hands like this. I was like,
Cops
hey,
could show up and be like, "This guy fucked me up."
Yeah,
like, is there anything I can do to help you? Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I
Right.
don't need to know what's going on. Just like, is there anything I can do to help you? And like, she just sat there and sobbed and sobbed. Was like, no, fuck this guy. Like,
She
I
wasn't.
just-
She wasn't like visibly like beat up or anything.
No,
she
nothing
didn't
like
appear
that.
sad.
Nothing
But the
like
way she
that.
got out of the
She
car, it
seemed
looked
fucked
pretty
up.
fucking
Like
scary.
it was-
yeah,
yeah, it
some
was all
shit
bad.
was going down. Fuck,
And then
man.
so we congregate, we do our light drugs, and then she's sitting in her car.
I have no
like,
recollection of the
like-
event in question.
like parked
Due to
4
the
cars
drugs.
down me. She got thrown out of this guy's car right next to hers. She's not from Omaha, so she's like still hysterical. And before we leave, I go up to the window and I'm like, hey, Are you sure there's nothing I can do to help you? Like, do you need a hotel? Like, just let me know if there's something that I can do before I leave. And she was like FaceTiming with her friend, and she told me, she was like, no, fuck this guy. Like, I've known him for a while, and I went out with him, and we went to the show, and it was all cool. And then after the show, he just started screaming at me, and he started hitting me, and he threw me out of his car. Like, I thought I knew this guy, but I don't. And I was just like, okay, well, can I do anything for you?
Right.
Like, can someone come pick you up? Like, you don't seem like you're okay to drive. And she was FaceTiming with her friend or whatever. And she was
Did
just
she
like,
seem
no, I'm
hammered or
okay.
anything?
No,
not drunk
she
at all?
seemed really fucked up, like, initially, but also, like, you're probably kind of in shock, too.
Well, sure. Especially if you didn't, like, toss around a car or
She
some
didn't
shit,
seem
you know?
super fucked up. She seemed really nice. And I was just like, okay, well, as long as you have somebody you can talk to, you can get home. Like, I'm leaving now. Just let me know if I can do anything. Like, if I can help, I'll get you a fucking hotel room. Like, I don't care. Like, just let me know if I can do anything before I leave so I can feel like,
yeah, so you can sleep. So when you
leaving.
wake up in the morning
don't-
and see that some girl died.
It was all
You don't
fucking
hate
weird.
yourself.
Yeah.
It was so bizarre.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Now, Daryl, do you think this lady was the same lady that left in a drunken haze earlier?
Different.
No,
different. Way
definitely
different.
Different
The
lady.
one that
Yeah,
left
she
in a
was-
drunken haze earlier was fat and wearing a Husker shirt.
Yeah. This
This
is like
one
a
was
young
skinny
lady.
and
Like,
tan.
she's probably like 23, like younger girl. I don't know what the fuck happened.
It's unfortunate. Fucking, what an idiot that guy was.
By the way, it wasn't Josh Wolf. It was Donald Trump.
Okay.
Wait,
Sorry
we
for
have-
the mistake.
I think
we
he
have him coming?
canceled. Nah, I think he canceled.
Trump
He backed
canceled?
out. He had to have. Man.
Speaking of Donald Trump, the FBI raided.
We're doing it.
Segue.
The FBI raided an NSA, National Security Association employee's home, and those are the people that like track our phones.
Yeah.
And I guess probably listen to this podcast.
Watch us from our TV while we watch TV.
Hey, email us.
An employee there
doorguyspod.
that's tracking phones was busted. She had 16 million dick pics.
Oh yeah, I heard about
Oh,
it. It's
yeah.
fucking crazy. Yeah,
Dude, I
Oh, yeah,
only have
dude.
she just
6.
collected all of them.
And they're all yours.
All
Gotta
of them.
catch them all. Gotta catch them all.
She's seen them all. If you've put a dick pic out, there's a good chance that this lady's
chick's
had
got it.
and she might have masturbated to it.
Probably.
Yeah.
So she just grabbed every dick pic that she scanned off of every phone.
Yes.
She's got to be a dick expert at this point.
She might be.
Like,
A dick
You would
assault.
what does the average dick look like, lady? You know.
She
I
knows.
know you know.
She knows. She calculated. She did a test. I mean, I don't think they can convict her on this.
She artistic. She can make a composite drawing.
She looks autistic.
Artistic. Like a police sketch of just the profile.
Oh my god.
And that was news from Davis.
So
of
my
Davis.
phone does not have a microscope, so my dick pics are.
Ooh. You're not a shower or a grower?
Not really. I haven't any.
I don't think that's a dick.
Oh wait.
Wait. So when you guys hooked up with that other couple after the hockey game,
He pushed you into an innie, huh? Little docking.
Dude, that was fear.
And that night, Sean said, "I don't give a puck." All right, I'm sorry for that one.
that was on par with a dad joke right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
That's good.
Oh yeah.
That's good. That's what we like here. The door guy.
Hey, we're not on stage telling the jokes.
Yeah.
We don't have the
Yeah.
good ones.
What else we got?
You want to talk about, was it last night? Yeah, last night we were here
Yeah.
with Doug
Yeah,
Stanhope.
how
Oh,
was
yeah, that is
Stanhope?
right.
That was his first time here in like what 20 years? Maybe?
Yeah.
Something like
Yes.
Ever. Colleen never
Yeah.
had him at this club or at the old club.
No
Oh.
shit.
that. Damn.
Never.
This is true.
Because there was some beef between him and the guy that does all the booking.
Yeah.
And I'm blanking on his name. And so Colleen was
Mark?
like, "What?
No.
No.
Dave.
Spitballing.
No, he's also
Stroop?
Stroop. Thank you. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I kept wanting to say Stanhope.
Oh, I thought you were being coy and just didn't want to say his name.
No.
I knew his name the whole time.
No, I was blank. But so Colleen was like, "No, fuck him. I'm not having him here." And then
when I first worked here, because I've always kind of been a fan of Stanhope. I think he's hilarious, and I asked her if he'd ever come here, and she like fucking no. She was not happy, and then kind of just told me the same thing Vinny was saying, that like that some shit happened and fucking that he wasn't coming around here. So then when we got him, I was like, it was kind of something. Daisy announced it or whatever, or one of you guys shared it. Is when I saw it. Maybe Daryl did, and I was like, "What the fuck? Are you serious?"
I think it was her.
Yeah. It might have been.
Yeah.
And I was like, "No way!" And he came last night, and it was pretty awesome, man. He definitely has it was his fans
awesome.
for sure.
Yeah.
Pre-pandemic, I had texted Colleen and asked her if she could get Bob Goldthwait.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
She was like, "Well, let me text him." And then, like a month later, we had him.
Yeah.
And then the pandemic happened, and we didn't get him.
Yeah.
It sucked.
He was at Daisy's baby shower for Christopher at my aunt's bar.
Yeah.
He's an awesome dude. I got to stand or like basically bodyguard him for the first time that he did like a meet and greet, because he's a dude that didn't like to do meet and greet, and so that was pretty fucking cool. That was the first time he did it, because he feels comfortable here, with like a lot of guys do.
You got to bodyguard last night too for Stanhope.
I did.
Yeah.
That one was weird because it was on the patio, and so like I really didn't know. I was kind of just one of my buddies came out to the show, and then Ty Walsh and Nick Allen were kind of over here talking, so I just kind of stood by them and like kept my eye on Doug, because it was just like people hanging out on the patio, and then one at a time they'd come up to him. A lot of guys. I didn't know this, but he's written a lot of books, because there's people with multiple books. There was one guy that had like 4 or 5 books for him to sign.
Yeah. When he walked up, I remember when he walked up to the podium, I was like, "Why the fuck does he got all these books?" I was like, "Is he gonna read these while we're waiting to seat?" And I was like, "Oh no, they're probably Doug's books."
Well, and if you would have saw him, you would have been like, "Is he gonna read them?" Like,
But also, is he gonna read those?
So was it your blind buddy or?
No.
Because you wouldn't have to worry about him. You wouldn't be able to pick him out of a crowd, nor read his books unless they're in Braille.
That is true.
But then he hung around and had Doug sign his books afterwards.
How does one sign a book in Braille?
Use a pen and a hammer.
Yeah,
and
hammer. Yeah,
dot it in.
A mini hammer.
You just tell him you did it. It's in there. You got to find it.
The feature for Doug was this junior. What was his?
Stopka?
He was a Polish dude from Chicago, and he was fucking hilarious. He was
Nice.
awesome.
He was funny. He was dark. He was.
Was it a 2-man?
It was, but then Colleen had Nick Allen come up and do 5 in front of
Nick
him.
had opened for Stanhope before, and I think.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. And so I guess when he got here, Nick must have been like, "Hey," and they remembered each other, and so he's like,
Nice.
"Yeah, you do
That's
5."
what's up.
So
Nice. Hell yeah.
it was,
Fuck
it
yeah,
was
Nick.
fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Get it.
But yeah, no, it was good. And then so after everybody leaves, everybody had left, and it was just me, Davis, Andres, Nick. We were standing around talking, and I come inside to go to leave, and one of the servers was laughing at another one of them. Lindsay was laughing at, I'm bad with names now, Andy. And
The only guy server.
I know.
Could have just went with that.
Because I could have. But so he was looking out on the patio, and he said to Lindsay, he goes, "Are the door guys still here?" And she goes, "No, I don't think so. I think they're gone." He goes, "Well, there's a bunch of big dudes standing out on the patio. Do we need to stay here to help, make sure Colleen's okay?" And she's like, "I don't know." She peeks around the corner and looks out, and she goes, "Those are the door guys."
There was a guy out there that legit looked like the real life Peter Griffin.
That fucking guy.
Yeah, dude, it was.
Yeah.
I never heard him talk.
Dude, it was fucking crazy.
He said he'd laugh like,
Definitely looked like his brother.
No, but I was telling my friend to go kick him in the knee, so he'd be like, "Oh," lay on the ground forever.
Was there a giant chicken?
No, I was worried about that also.
did you check the roof?
No, I did. Good
Might
point.
still be up there.
Good fucking point.
I know. I did never see him leave.
Oh, that is good. Yeah.
Is he fucking here right now?
He might be up on the roof. I don't know.
Peter,
Show yourself.
where
Dude,
you at?
I'm scanning the room.
I'm
right
leaving
now.
if I hear a little giggle back there.
We just see a head pop up right here between us.
The one guy that did have all the books, and I don't really care. I mean, obviously they can scan our thing. He might be listening to this, but you were kind of a creep, dude.
What
And
up?
He definitely. There was Doug. Okay, so there was Doug.
We
And
gotta
if
break
you don't
this shit
know,
down.
if you don't know who Doug Stanhope is, he dresses very eccentric, I guess is what you would say. He wears like a suit and tie, but it's like his suit is like what, a plaid
It's like a yellow
70s.
Yeah,
checker.
with elbow and
Ugly
shoulder pads.
Yes, it's like
Yeah.
old school
Thrift
70s
store
stuff. Yes.
shit that he finds.
Yeah.
So another
Red
dude
tie,
came.
red
That's Stanhope.
pants.
Another guy came who was dressed basically exactly like him and had the same
Similar-
haircut,
yeah.
like everything, but
That's a red flag.
yes.
Weird.
And he came out and he was pretty cool. He wasn't as weird as some of the people that were around. And so he was hanging around, and this guy had Doug sign his like 5 books or whatever. And then, he talked to Doug for a while, and Doug went over and talked to the next person. And then this guy's just kind of hanging around. And then the guy that's dressed like Stanhope's just hanging around. And then this guy has the guy that's dressed like Stanhope sign all 5 of his books.
I looked at these guys and I go, he knows that's not the real dude, right?
I was like, I don't know. I was like, he had him sign it too, so maybe he's just having them both sign it.
I don't know which one's the real one. I better get both.
Yeah, I think
That's kind of what it would look like.
That guy probably
So-
lives near here. You guys could be friends. What the fuck?
So we'll see him like in 20 years on Antiques Roadshow, and he has these books,
Double
and
signed.
one's, there's one signature Doug Stanhope, and the other one Doug Stan Soap.
They're like, this is very rare. He only
One of
signed,
its kind.
He only
You never
signed 4 things ever.
You never see them together like this. You can get one or the other, but never both.
Never.
Then there was a lady that did not have eyebrows. Or it looked like she might have had very thin eyebrows, but Doug
Like
asked,
Tommy Ryman.
Doug asked her why she didn't have eyebrows.
Tommy, right? I love Tommy.
And then she started kind of crying, so that was kind of weird.
I was not there for that part.
Oh wait, did she at least have hair on her head?
Yeah,
She-
no,
she-
no,
She
yes.
wasn't a fucking cancer patient.
No, dude.
I mean, I wouldn't
No,
put
no,
it past Doug to make fun of her.
Hello,
Oh,
Pisha.
She looked like a normal person.
They are normal, Davis. Good God.
Yeah. Cancer people are normal people too.
She looked like just a regular lady without eyebrows. That's what I meant.
I think
Am I
Dylan
still
could
saying it wrong?
shave his mustache off and donate the hair for her.
Well, fuck, if I'm going to do that, I might as well get myself new eyebrows and give her what I have already.
She could have used them.
So yeah, it was getting wild out on the patio. And yeah, it was fun. That was a fun. He's a great comic, and he was a super nice dude. There's I don't know what the reason for the feud was, but I'm glad it's squashed.
Yeah.
Hopefully he'll be back next year and
That'd be
Hopefully.
do more than one day.
Yeah. I'd like to see.
Yeah,
him.
that's what.
That's one that I would
that's what
definitely
kinda
like to
sucked.
see.
Well, and he's definitely been a popular request on the Funny Bone Facebook page too.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
For a while.
Because you used to work in, both of you guys worked in the ticket booth.
Yes.
Used to have to enter in all the fucking comment cards. So
Yeah.
that you showed up on the comment cards a lot, didn't
Oh
you?
yeah, we used to
Wow.
do that.
Yeah.
I got
Remember comment
Fucking
cards, Billy?
Comment card.
And comment card prizes, and when we
Oh,
used to give
man.
away bone glasses and Larry the Cable Guy potato chips.
Oh my
and
God.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the
Fuck.
potato chips,
Right.
Those
dude.
things were so fucking
That's the
good.
real fucking
God,
Cheeto
yeah,
challenge.
dude.
They
Those
were
potato
good.
chips.
The
They
cheeseburger
even
ones.
exist? They still
no,
exist. They don't?
No,
Damn it.
I was looking
They've
at
had
it.
it every
I've
show.
yet to find a buffalo wing chip that tastes like that one did.
Did
So
Man.
They
Did
ran
you
out of
guys ever
potatoes.
try any of the other products like the hamburger helper kind of stuff that they had? Macaroni and cheese.
Larry the Cable Guy hamburger helper?
Yes.
What?
Hamburger.
I bet
Oh
it-
yeah, it was.
Was it good?
No, it was horrible.
Probably.
But the chips were good. Why'd that
Chips were
chips have to go
delicious.
away?
Why'd they stop?
I don't know.
We were even
fuck,
eating ones
Dan?
that expired like 6 months
I
ago.
know.
We were-
Oh, yeah.
They were good as fuck.
We didn't give a shit.
Inspired.
Dude, they were there was always an open bag in the
Oh
sound
yeah,
booth.
because
you
when
know?
everyone was empty, I'd crack open another one. I mean, I don't remember the other flavors.
What were the
but they were
flavors
good.
go?
There was a dill,
Dill
pickle,
pickle,
Yeah, that was
there
fried
was the
pickle.
Cheeseburger.
buffalo
fried pickle.
Cheeseburger one was
Cheeseburger.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Buffalo. What was the purple one? What was the purple?
Barbecue.
Barbecue rib.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's
Ooh,
another
yeah,
one.
that one was the best, I feel
Yeah,
like.
that was a
Was
good one.
there an original at all?
No. They also had one that, and
Sour
I
cream and
tried
onion?
it somewhere else. No, they had a potato salad one.
Oh.
Oh,
And I think we
what?
got a
Tater
box of
salad.
that once, and it was all right. I mean, it tasted like a regular
that
potato
for
chip with
Ron.
some celery.
Yeah, I was gonna say done in partnership with Ron White.
Yeah.
He's just at the bottom with a glass of liquor on the bag.
Ask
Said,
if you got
I
time
said,
to
are we
fuck.
gonna
down, drink
fuck
up.
on the bag?
You got time to fuck?
I was pumped when Lewis told that
I know.
story. 'Cause
That
I've
was
heard it for
good.
years,
Yeah.
and it was awesome to hear it from him.
From the guy that was right there.
It's fucking crazy, man. What are we at? What else we got to talk about?
I don't know. Those you guys are missing out on working these boring Saturday shows.
They haven't been that exciting. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry, we got shit under control.
Yeah. You know why? Because that's my old shift. I've had that shit on lockdown for a while for you.
Oh, carryover, he says.
That's right.
I mean, the people coming to the show don't know that.
No, I've had them trained over these years.
The random fucking people?
Yes.
Okay.
I set the tone for Saturday nights. And these people fucking, when they show up on Saturday night, they know how to behave.
Don't
It's
worry.
either fucking crazy or super chill. Like, there's no in between.
Yeah.
Never.
I'm mildly crazy. It's either fucking batshit or it's gonna
Don't
be
worry,
an easy
Little
night.
Duval's next week.
I'm pretty stoked for that.
Yeah.
What?
It's
looks
gonna be
what
fun,
night is
but
that?
it's gonna be crazy.
Friday.
This
Friday,
week is-
Saturday.
I thought it was Josh Wolf this week.
Next week.
Next
That's
week.
next week?
Next
Yeah.
week
Okay.
is Little Duval.
This week is Josh Wolf.
Okay.
Well, and I am pumped for him, but I just don't want it to be like DC Young Fly because shit was getting out of control with his.
No, I don't know if he travels with a.
I don't know either.
the whole
Is he gonna
crew.
fucking
I don't know either.
cancel again though? We don't
Yeah, I
even
don't
know.
know.
He keeps doing that
Yeah,
shit.
TV and
We still
shit.
got a week yet.
Who was that other one that kept canceling on us and finally showed up?
Bobby
Bobby Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
He even mentioned that on stage.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why. Like, it's great here. Thanks, Bobby.
He talked about that when I think he had TJ Miller on. He was like, "How did I not go to this place? How did I not know?"
Yeah, Lewis
Oh, yeah,
had
that
a
is
really
true.
cool explanation of it last week where he's like talking about how all the trends start from the coast and then seep their way in. So if you can start from the middle and let it
work your
seep
way
its
out.
way out, it's
Yeah.
going to be even better.
Right.
Which
Yep.
I find to be true.
That's
That is-
why
that is true.
Yeah.
why we get a lot of
Yeah.
the big names that still come here.
If you can kill in the middle of nowhere city that we have here, then
Right. No,
it's
you're
going to
right.
fucking carry over everywhere.
You're right.
Like, it's just gonna.
That is true. They
Yeah.
the Midwest is where they always do their scale. You know,
Yeah.
the thing is they used to say that all the time. They taught national news people, and there's like 3 channels to talk like people from the Midwest,
Right.
not from an accent from West or East Coast.
Or Boston.
Yeah, or
Boston.
Boston.
Yeah.
Boston.
That's why we have so many telemarketers here too. Telemarketing companies.
Oh, that makes
because
sense.
that
I didn't
makes
even
sense,
think
yeah.
about that.
We have
that
that.
makes sense.
We don't have that strong accent one way or the other. So
Yeah.
they
makes
that's why they
sense.
recruit a lot of us here in
Oh
Midwest.
shit.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
Oh,
you,
yeah?
you should know that.
you betcha.
Don't you know?
Don't ya know?
Golly.
Saying thank you when we shouldn't.
Yes.
There's a lot of that in the Midwest.
Oh, please.
So I say thank you so much
Yeah,
lately.
thank you.
I'll order a meal at a drive-through, and when I'm done ordering, I say thank you. I feel like that guarantees they're not gonna spit in my food,
Well,
but it really
yeah.
doesn't.
I
It's
always
nice
say
to be
fuck you.
nice, but there's a lot of times where I'm like, why the fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
Why did I even care?
So if you
This
say
guy-
"fuck
Doesn't
you, Sean,"
matter.
how many times do you get spit in your food?
I don't know, but I say fuck you. The shit better be ready when I pull up.
I believe it.
Have you guys watched the new Chappelle special?
I have
Yeah.
not.
I watched it last night.
I haven't watched it either.
It's worth watching.
Yeah,
I don't think it's
figured.
the
I will.
best one.
I
of
will
the
watch
I'll watch
series that
it
he
for
had,
sure.
but it's the title speaks for itself. The closer,
Yeah.
for what it is in his series that he just did with Netflix.
Right.
It's-
I just
Do it
very
soon
worth
because
it.
it's gonna get canceled.
No,
think
Netflix,
so?
Netflix
It is-
guy said
That's
he's
what I'm
not
saying.
going to fucking take it off.
He's gonna
No
cave.
way.
It's gonna get canceled.
there's no
I guarantee.
way. You can't.
No, in today's
This is-
society,
In today's society, whatever. Like this is so. What I find interesting is like this is the same thing that happened to Lenny Bruce. He would go on stage and he would say some fucking crazy shit and he'd get arrested. And then he'd go on stage and he'd say same
I
thing
mean,
happened
true.
with
This
George
is
Carlin
true.
too. He'd
This
go
is
on
fucking
stage
true.
and he'd say crazy shit, but
And
it's
then get
still
arrested,
all
yeah.
in the name of being able to be a live performer and having the right to say whatever the fuck you want to say because ultimately that's what it's about.
Because
I
we live in
don't
America,
find-
and that's
especially
you
when
know?
it comes to Dave Chappelle now, it's like he has that same kind of weight behind him, or like you can't fucking not. When you look at his Rotten Tomatoes has got it at like the critic score is like 15% or something like that, but then the audience score is like 99%. You
Right.
can't fucking argue with that. Like, sure, yeah, people
Well,
are
that's
gonna
why
be
it
pissed
won't
off,
be
but-
canceled, is because, and I feel like Joey Diaz started
Yeah.
this shit. Is like if you still have people that support you, you're just like, oh, you're canceled. Well, I am. Fuck you, and
Yeah,
just keep
fuck
fucking
off.
doing
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
literally, that's the thing. And
I'm curious what you have to say about it, Sean, though, because I didn't want to
But-
cut you off.
I really think it is going to, just because the way society works today.
You think
But-
Netflix is
Joke's
gonna
on you,
say
it
that?
doesn't.
Well, how much
Did he
do
say
they
some shit?
spend
I don't
on
think
that,
you're not
though?
going to be able to have access to it, but I don't think Netflix is going to have it.
You
And
think
I'll
Netflix
make
is
this.
gonna pull it.
Yeah, I'll make
Didn't they
this
spend
pledge.
like $20 million on
Yep.
that shit?
I guarantee, but something's going to happen probably in the next month.
However long it
and
takes for
I
them to
don't
make their
know.
money back that they paid
Yeah,
Dave Chappelle.
and
I find that to be the wrong move,
well,
just because history repeats itself.
yeah, I
Yeah.
agree with you.
Lenny
Hmm.
Bruce,
I'll agree with
I
you.
do concur.
Carlin.
so 3 episodes from now, if that is still on Netflix, I'll bring cookies in for everybody.
Fair enough.
Is it a show
And
or
if it gets pulled down, I
yeah,
will
it's
pay
a
you
it's a
$20.
stand-up
It's a
show.
stand-up
No, if it gets
special.
pulled down,
That-
then he has to eat 27 cookies by himself in front of
I'll
us.
eat
Oh,
27
dude, that's
cookies
easy.
by
I'm
myself.
fat.
Yeah,
I
that's
can
super
do
easy.
that.
I said I would pay him $20, but I'll eat 27 cookies instead. Fucking cool.
The only way I'm not eating 27 cookies Davis goes to Denver and brings those cookies.
I'll eat
back.
those 20.
I'll eat
I will eat
27.
I do
those
love that
27
cookies.
cookies.
in a sitting?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll do it.
I'm just gonna be asleep
do it
for
on this
like a day
podcast.
and a half though. So
It'll be a sleepover after
Do it
that.
one after another.
If you're gonna do it on the
this
podcast, we're gonna get a camera and
Do
put
it.
it right by you, so we
I'd
can
do
just
it.
watch the decline.
It'd have to be a couple hour long podcast, though.
So,
I'd still do it.
so I'm assuming that would be if we talk 3 episodes from now, that would be one after the dungeon.
This is 44.
Yeah, so it'd be 48. Would be the
Yeah,
one
I
I
think
would
so,
need
yeah.
to bring
Okay.
cookies in.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's
The
like
dungeon episode. Way to
the-
leak it out, dude. Don't say anything else. Let them wonder the fuck about that shit. Fucking assholes.
One of us has a
That's
gimp
gonna be the
suit.
one. I'm super excited for that one. I am pumped.
Did you catch that, Davis?
But you,
No, I didn't.
oh,
What'd you say?
I said one of us has a gimp suit.
well, but you never know when episode 48 is gonna be, because we try and do stuff with comics and then we get it all planned out and they're like, yeah,
we
we'll
had
do it.
Tammy,
and then,
but then her flight stuff got delayed,
Yeah.
and she just kind of had a long day, and she would have still done it, but she was tired, and so I'm not. This is fucking a free podcast. I'm not gonna
Right.
be like, yeah,
it's supposed to be fun.
come on, please.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, it's cool. No
You're
worries.
not gonna get a huge publicity
right.
push from this podcast.
Right.
We might.
yeah, right.
We need you.
We'll get some extra subscribers, but you won't get shit from us.
And with her also,
In
she's
fact, you
super
might
nice.
lose some followers
she
from
is
us.
super cool.
yeah, right.
And I know that she'll do it and she'll be back,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like it's something like, it's whatever. Like we want it to be fucking chill and all that. Like I don't want it to be like it's a chore or anything
Right.
for anybody.
No.
It's just bullshit.
But I'm saving the Chappelle thing because I fucking am on the internet and it's so volatile and everyone's talking about it. I want to watch it with like a clear mind, you know. And right now, just because my mind's not clear, so like I just want to let it simmer for a minute and then kind of check it out. You know what I'm saying? And for my own, I already know kind of the opinion that I'm going to form, but I want to form my own opinion and not be like. Have my brain have the outside.
Ultimately, I know I'm gonna like it.
For sure.
I might not go out of Chappelle, it saying it's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Right.
But I'm sure he's got a lot of good points. I'm sure he's well spoken about whatever topic he's on.
I think it's hilarious. His show, the Chappelle Show, is literally one of the funniest fucking shows it's like top 2 ever for me.
Oh yeah,
that and like that
Hands
Eastbound
down.
and Down show are like my favorite shows ever.
Well, you know, the whole thing. You know, the whole show itself is about his conception or feelings about gays and transsexuals and
that's
things
what the
like that.
entire thing is about.
Yeah, quite a bit of it, and you know, and towards the end, you kind of get, you know, his mind changes, his preconception about those people, and he kind of shares, you know, how he feels about it now. You know,
so there's another.
It comes to a great enveloping.
Okay,
like it comes full circle.
I understand why because I mean he had the last special that he did where he got a bunch of shit from transgenders, like so I understand why he makes that the topic of the point and how he can flip that into an hour. Like,
well,
I haven't seen it, so I can't speak too much about it, but
it's like anything.
Expect it to be good.
You have an idea about someone, but until you really get to know them, then you don't.
That's the
true.
That's exactly what it is.
Wrapping it up in a bow.
And that's absolutely true.
Yeah, I get you.
Right when you meet someone, most of the time your initial perception of that person is
so he says a bunch of offensive shit and then wraps it up into a bow like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I expect out of Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Say some fucked up shit, but make it funny and ultimately make it relatable.
Yeah.
Oh, that's similar to what we saw Louis C.K. came here and do.
Yeah,
He in and out,
Stanhope
and
too.
in and out, and it just came right back together at the end.
Man.
Yeah,
Everything fit together and
Stanhope is the same way.
they're fucking masters.
Just
of
some
their craft.
crazy shit. I'm just
I
like,
think that's called a great comic. I think that's what that's called.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
You know, a master of their craft. Yeah.
yeah.
And just like you said, there's sacred rooms where you can say pretty much where you should be able to say anything.
The fuck you want,
and the last bastion of freedom of speech,
Yep.
pretty much, you know, these days should be in here and is in here. And if you say some crazy shit and it doesn't work, then you're sitting up there with no one laughing, feeling awkward, and you tried it out and it doesn't fucking work. But if people it's entertaining them, they're laughing, then fucking keep saying that shit because it's working. I mean, dude, that shit's so fucking crazy to me. Just like you were saying, there's a history of it, and it's like you said, history. It's
History
coming back
repeats
around,
itself.
and
It's happening right now in front of us.
You're absolutely right.
Lenny Bruce, he's well known for getting arrested because he would make jokes about God and things like that, and it was still clean. Like it's not like he was swearing a lot. Like Carlin got in trouble for swearing a lot.
Well, isn't saying God and Jesus swearing?
Well, okay. Yeah.
This is true.
How tight are you trying to be?
What did he get arrested for?
For making jokes about religion and God and
Did he do it in?
Was doing it.
Same with
fucking
Carlin.
middle,
There's a
like,
story
the
about
Middle East?
Carlin
Allowed
walking
to
off stage
no,
and getting arrested for
they're
saying
like, you're
shit
not
on
allowed to
stage.
make fun of God. Like people would get super pissed off about it, and Lenny Bruce would get arrested for it. And then he would take his court
that's old
transcripts
days.
and he would read them verbatim, the conversations he had with the judge and everybody. And he would get arrested again because, again, he's
saying the same shit that
saying
he got in
the
trouble
same-
for the first time.
Exactly. And so it was a huge thing, and it ended up being a huge stance on freedom of speech. Like, I should be able to say whatever the fuck I want because it offends you shouldn't matter. Same thing with Carlin.
It was taboo.
Yeah,
back then.
Yes.
taboo.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And now that's taboo now.
Same thing.
Yeah.
You got to
That's
find
taboo now.
something
You
new to
can't
be
say that
sensitive
now.
about because being sensitive about God isn't a thing. And being sensitive about saying cunt isn't a thing.
True.
So
Hey, my feelings.
Fuck them. I don't care. That's
Yeah,
the
you
point.
cunt.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
cunt.
Laugh at it.
Yeah, you
It's funny.
fucking cunt.
Your feelings can be funny, and that's fine.
Or they can get fucked.
Or fuck off and be an uptight cunt.
And you know,
Like, I
every
don't care.
comedian's not for every person. You can't
true,
you
too.
you can't come to the comedy club and not expect your feelings to get hurt. You should probably expect that because especially if you don't know who you're seeing, they might say some shit that might
Yeah.
hurt your feelings.
You accidentally go
So
see
if
Joey
you-
Diaz, he might say some shit that'll piss you off.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not for everybody. Every
We had,
comedian's not for
let's see,
everybody.
Andy Woodhull, who is like not a dirty comic in
I remember
any
him.
means at all. Like he's pretty clean.
Yeah.
And he's got a joke about him choking his wife and how that makes him uncomfortable. That's the whole punchline is
Oh,
how
yeah.
he
No,
doesn't
yes.
feel
Yeah.
comfortable
Yes.
doing
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And we had some lady stand up, yell at him, tell him he's a terrible person, and she stormed out of the room. And they're telling me that he needs to get off stage. He's not allowed to say these things. And what the fuck? Apparently, her ex-husband tried to smother her, and now she's sensitive about it. Like, if you listen to what he's saying he felt uncomfortable doing that. Like, that's the premise of the joke. But beside that, he can go up and say whatever he wants. Like, I'm sorry that you had a terrible experience
Right.
and your ex-husband tried to smother you.
That person
Like,
happened
I
to be
am
in the crowd
sorry.
that
Right.
night. You
You
know?
should
But
find out if the other
what
side's a
he's
pillow
talking
cooler.
about is ultimately funny if
Well-
you listened to it. But you hang on to what you want to hang on to, and you be mad about that.
It's like P. Lee talked
and
about.
You don't get the whole picture of it.
How when he said that, it triggered that thing in her, and that's what you said. That's the piece she held
you
on to.
hang on to a
and
trigger word.
Nothing else that she said had anything to. He said had anything to do with anything because that triggered that emotional response. And just like Pete
Same
Lee
thing.
was talking
Currently,
about.
cancel culture. This works. Be mad about this, and it works.
Yep.
So let's be pissed off about it and let it work. And for some people, fucking ruin their lives.
Yeah. Davis just winked at me, and oh man, we need to cancel his ass.
Go play some gay chicken.
Oh, I'm sure if our show was more popular and like the right person listened, they'd try to cancel us. But just like I
Probably.
just
Oh,
said to you,
fine.
I'd be
Yeah.
like, go fuck yourself. You know?
Yeah,
We're
you
still
know
gonna
what,
do it.
Davis?
We're still
Cancel
gonna do
this.
it.
Yeah.
Davis, you're gonna have to start hanging out with Scott now. We'll cancel your ass.
I do every Friday, bud. Hey, Dylan, what pisses you off, buddy?
You name it.
Let's see.
Happiness.
Kentucky
think you
Fried
get
Chicken.
pissed off.
Kentucky Fried Chicken makes you angry?
No, that's delicious.
Well, you just said name it.
I said happiness.
Oh, happiness.
Yeah.
That makes
Yeah,
you
that
angry.
makes
That
you
shit's
angry.
infuriating.
Fucking happy people.
Yeah, I'm only meant to feel anger, obviously.
Do you have a switchblade in your pocket? Because you look like with that mustache that you might have a switchblade.
But with that shirt, he looks like he has a joint in his pocket.
Switchblade in one.
That is a good point. I didn't
And a
see
joint in the other.
So, how long have you and Daryl been roommates?
Wait, Dylan, how old are you?
23 years.
Approximately 23 years long.
Welcome. Be free with your words.
I don't know. Traffic. That's about it.
Yeah, that's shitty.
Traffic fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. That's really
Right.
the only thing that makes me angry anymore.
Well, that's good, I suppose.
Yeah.
Or I'm terrified.
Have you had to
I don't know how he actually feels.
have
Don't
you,
meet me in traffic.
Have you ever had to kick anyone out?
Yeah, there was a white woman who was probably trying to do a Bob and no last
Everybody
name
knows she
thing
was
to her
white.
husband during the Godfrey show. This was like my
Really?
first weekend on security.
She was trying to get with Godfrey?
Yeah, she yelled it like 4 times, and I was like, "You can't do that twice." And she was like, "Okay, yeah, just let me sit here."
One time was okay. The
Yeah.
second time is too much.
So it was like, all right, whatever. And her husband was already like out at the bar talking to Daisy about it. So I was
How
like, whatever.
terrifying if
You're
Dylan
about
comes
to be
up
out
to
here
you in the
already.
dark and goes, that's the second time. It's time for you to leave.
You just need to be creepy. That's what you do.
Yeah, that's what I did. I let the first one pass. I was like, all right, I get it.
Yeah,
that was a
there-
good
yeah,
cue.
nice.
But like, You're fucking
You have
already
okay
on the ropes.
timing.
He knows
Yeah.
comedy. This guy knows comedy.
I fucking hope so. I've been here for like 8 years.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
So I know I've kicked more people out than this, but the only one that sticks out in my mind is Willie Farrell's ex-wife.
Oh,
that-
Medicine Hat Show.
Oh
She
yeah,
comes
it was
back
horrible.
every now and then.
Oh god, and she's a.
She's a hoot.
She's a
Yeah.
cunt.
Yeah,
use-
I think she
Stick her at the
hangs
tall
out
tables.
with Bob and never mind.
He likes to watch her fuck his wife.
Oh, they're definitely fucking somebody the next time they come here.
Hit us up if you want tickets to the show after the show.
Beta 106.
You fucking assholes. It's real funny to me, but no one who's listening has any. They're like, God, there's these weirdos that come up here, and then those weirdos are like, you motherfucker.
And you know what's fucked up? Their last name is like something that's in my lineage, which
Oh, really?
really sucks.
Oh, so when you guys hooked up, that was like,
Like
Yeah.
you fucking your
Might be
cousins.
my cousin.
Yeah.
hey,
Like-
hopefully no one's pregnant.
15th cousin removed.
Come on, Sean can't get pregnant anymore.
No.
Not since the operation.
Our
Oh,
lineage
no, it
can't
was
handle any more inbreeding.
menopause.
Menopause.
Manopause.
That's where your dick leaks.
It's leaking right now.
Why? Why?
I knew. I fucking.
Davis nodded.
I got you, Billy.
When Davis nodded,
It was
that
the sound effect, yeah.
he meant to make.
Wait,
It's funny because I saw it and I heard that.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck.
How long have we been doing this podcast? My face hurts.
I know, right?
About
Rate and
44
review,
episodes.
subscribe to our YouTube, send us an email.
We're
Yahoo.
just over
old
an
dirty
hour.
bastard out.
Speaking of email,
Oh, do we have an email?
We do. We do have another one.
We have another one?
Please.
we actually do. Vinny fucked up.
I did. What did I do?
Hold on, I'll tell you.
Oh fuck
Oh, boy.
me.
Legitimately, if we could get more emails,
Does it say
and
door guys
subscribers and reviews, it would be
So,
helpful.
So from the Lewis
What up,
one,
Murph Dog at Liquid Death?
Come on, Murph.
We out here.
Bring
Murph
it
don't
in.
listen.
We out
Martin
here.
does, but Murph don't.
What up, Martin?
Russ, who emailed us and asked about who that
Okay.
comic was
Yeah.
with Rich Voss,
Yeah.
and we
Yes.
answered his question. And Vinny went and dug around in the office
Did he
and
say
found
no,
it.
that was wrong?
So he emailed back first and said, "Thanks so much for answering my question
Hey.
and for the research. You know, I think we really overplayed how much research Vinny did, Russ. But thank you for."
Hey, that was hard work digging through those 7 calendars.
Then the same day, later in the day, after he Googled this Mike guy that we told him it was, he goes, "I hate to mess up all Vinny's hard work because I think it's totally cool he did that for me, but Mike Spienberg is a very white guy, and this guy was a large black man. Thanks again, you guys, and Vinny for you trying to find him for
see,
me.
now
I
I-
totally appreciate it, Russ."
Now I have something more to go on.
What up, Russ? Sorry.
If he had said large black guy to begin with, I would have said that's not Mike Spienberg.
I feel like we did talk about how this Mike Spienberg guy was a black guy.
Yeah, we did.
Because Colleen listened to it and goes, "Yeah, so who's throwing around?" I came into work and she's like, "So who's spreading the rumor that Mike Spienberg's a black guy?"
I don't remember that. I don't remember us saying that.
Yeah,
Sorry,
we did.
Russ.
Yes, we did. We said that he was a bald black man, and that's not Mike Spienberg.
Shit.
Is that an upgrade though? Should we
Isn't
roll
that
with it?
all black guys? Bald black guys?
Was it Jamie Foxx?
Is it Mike Tyson?
Sorry, Russ.
Yeah, sorry, Russ. Mike Spienberg was your feature for Rich Voss last time he was here.
Could it have
so-
been our?
Not if it was a bald black guy.
Well, hang on. Could it have been
But you
our,
looked
our
at
buddy who passed away last year?
Carlos Tibbs?
No, he wasn't bald.
No.
Carlos wasn't
No,
bald.
he wasn't bald.
Well, he could
Rest in peace, Carlos.
coulda had a
too.
And he
haircut.
loved Omaha. He said this guy acted like he hated Omaha for a little bit.
I wonder if
Had
it
to
was,
stay.
I don't know. I'll have to go back and look, but I wonder if it was Mike Smith.
Ooh, that's
Russ, Google Mike Smith. Let us know.
Well, Mike Smith is dead too.
Well, let us know.
Yeah, Mike Smith. He won't get any hits at all. He'll get exactly the guy he's looking for.
We have so many cameras and mics hooked up, we can't use Google. So you got to do that for us.
I mean, I'm not about to Google black features for Rich Voss.
Just Google Black Mike Smith.
You'll get none.
Hey, Russ, just Google 2 cocks, 1 bowl of Jello.
See, this is what you get if you email our podcast. So
Mike
that
Smith, comedian, is also a white dude. And
No,
he
that's
is,
Bubbles
He
from
is
Trailer Park
Bubbles on
Boys.
Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah.
I love
That's
that
definitely
guy.
not the guy I'm thinking of.
No. Sorry,
that
Russ.
guy.
We see a lot of people every weekend.
No, I'll go back to my
Vinny will do
archives
research.
and do my research and spend multiple hours again. Fuck you guys. I spent a long time.
We definitely
Believe in you.
appreciate the email. And I think on
For
your
sure.
first one, there was like some kind of address. So we'll be mailing you something.
So it was. It could have been a long time because we started at 6 and Lewis got here at 11.
Yeah, right?
I mean, that is true. But Lewis did warn us in his defense. Our
is
bad.
also
Our
true.
bad. Our bad. Vinny goes, yeah, he texted me back and said, yeah, just take into consideration how I do time. And then he texted me that he said that. And I was like, oh, yeah, he's just late for everything by hours.
By hours.
Yeah.
All right.
RLP.
Should we close this baby down?
Yeah, that sounds
yeah.
good. This was a lot of fun.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for all you guys being here. Soon
yeah.
we're having
It's
a
been a while, man.
Halloween
Feels
special.
good.
I haven't seen Daryl in fucking
Yeah,
forever.
Daryl
man.
or Dylan.
I
You
haven't
guys
seen
in a
Billy in
while.
forever.
Billy ain't
Yeah,
been on
dude.
forever
Wait,
either.
wait, what's your
know.
fucking name?
Hey,
Do I know you?
Hey, let's turn it off and hug each other in the middle.
Let's turn it on and zoom in. And
Say,
then
why don't you do it right now?
Let the video roll.
What's stopping you? I don't have to hit stop on the record.
Oh, you don't? I can just get up and go hug these
Not if
guys?
you guys are going to hug.
Yeah, I will. I don't want everyone to see it on the internet.
you gotta
would-
subscribe to our future Patreon for that.
Yeah.
Is that just because you hug from behind?
No, there's deep fakes now. You don't know what they can put in my head.
I don't know why they think they
Our
need to
awesome
fake it.
Photoshop department can handle it for sure. We
Yes,
got
they
A
can.
plus Photoshop engineers.
Thanks for listening, everybody. Make sure you subscribe to that shit.
Yeah,
it means
rate-
nothing to you, but it means everything to us. So
Everything.
just
For
do
sure.
it.
I joked about it a lot, but seriously, rate, review,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
subscribe,
Rate
do
with a
all the
T.
things.
Takes a couple
Email
minutes.
us,
Tell your friends.
doorguyspod@yahoo.com.
We need all your friends
Hell yeah.
and your friends' friends.
Share it when we share it.
Give me a call at 402-555-1212.
We
What
see
up,
you
Murph
guys
Dog,
listening.
with that
Fucking you
liquid
like
death
that shit.
Sponsorship. I see it coming. It's coming down the pipeline.
I have a
Thanks,
soul
Murph
to
Dog,
sell.
in advance.
Drink liquid death. Murder that thirst.
Murder it.
Death to plastic.
Oh, is there music?
Oh,
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Is that the right one?
Producers do the producing job. I believe in you.
As I walk through the valley where I'm I take a look at my wife and realize she's very plain.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks, guys.
For an Amish like me, you know I shun fancy things like electricity. At 4:30 in the morning, I'm milking cows. Jebediah feeds the chickens and Jacob plows. Fool, and I've been milking and plowing so long that even Ezekiel thinks that my mind is gone. I'm a man of the land, I'm into discipline. Got a Bible in my hand and a beard on my chin. But if I finish all of my chores and you finish thine, then tonight we're gonna party like it's 1699. We've been spending most our lives living in an